where we have been, what we have been doing, and how can we make those more stronger, and how can we do them more efficiently. I hope that helps. So the first thing that we have been planning all along, especially with my brother Dafisto, is to see how we can collect data for the quest of justice. As you know, during the course of the genocide against Hema people in Ituri, people have not fought. We have not fought back against our enemies. We have embarked on the course of seeking justice. So we thought that we should collect data and archive them on the website, so that in the future, that the data will help us to seek justice. Also, it will help us in the campaign that we are doing right now, contacting government departments, like what our brother Fisto has been doing. Rinda, big up. So, with Nanka, contacting state departments, and us here, we are also going to be contacting our government here, and also contacting our politicians. So that, so we thought that if we have more efficient, more fresh data from the ground, it will help us do much better campaign in terms of whom we are going to contact, but also in the long run, while seeking justice. Not only that, but also while doing studies about what has happened in Ituri. So, people who are going to be doing studies are going to need more fresh and accurate data. So, long story short, we thought that we should get in touch with some journalists on the ground, and we can assign them to go to different people. They will work with the administration of the community, the entire administration, and they will be helping them to pinpoint places and people, reaching out to contact people whose properties and people have been killed, whose cows have been taken, and they will document those, each and every cow, like the number of cows, the number of people have been lost, if possible, their names, the address, whichever information possible, every detail, every account. Then they will give us the data, we'll archive it on the website, more accurately and more efficiently. That's one. But to do so, we need some. Hello?
Twakura.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. So we thought that we should assign a fund, a monthly fund, at least for the period of 6 months, to help those people do their job, the journalists. And we thought that we can minimally at least pay $60 each, $60 US to each journalist every month, to ensure that they do their job. So it is not like, this is not a job, but it is a humanitarian campaign. So they are going to be helping us to contribute to the humanitarian effort, but we just need to compensate them with their time, but also with whichever resource they might be spending, let's say money for the gas and other things. So we thought that we should assign 3 journalists and pay them, compensate them. It's a honorarium. So 3 months, $60 each journalist per month, and that will help them, do their mission for the period of 6 months. By then, we hope to have found other sources, other ways of maybe expanding the campaign, whether we are going to continue with them. But that time, we hope we might have, we would have acquired a lot of resources to support them. That's one. The second thing is
You muted yourself. Solomon.
Rinda.
Oh la la.
You muted Unmuted yourself.
Ruinda. E o quasrem bata. Bata yul bien.
Omulira rinda. Munumpuraho.
Ya
Can
tua cura.
sorry, yeah. You know, tinkwasrem nga baba. You know, kamara kurokoka. Yeah. And
Amina.
yeah, thank you so much. The next thing, I'm trying to check the agenda. So the next thing, we thought that how can we want our brother Fisto to give us updates from the diplomatic mission. I mean the diplomatic contacts. How can we do that, and how can we do that more strongly, especially here? He has played, I think, Anna to sing a mono, akomea to tera kabise B, you know, like DB zero. So in terms of trying to contact the American government to do something to intervene in Ituri. And we thought that we should also start doing the same thing here, and in terms of contacting our government. And the third thing, our sister, and we have been discussed, this has been part of our campaign, Chantal from Winnipeg, she wrote a letter, a HEMA diaspora letter, that we thought we should circulate to different governments, and we could also share the same letter to our brothers and sisters in other parts of the world, let's say in Europe and Australia. But we thought that we should strengthen the letter, and should be more standard, more efficient, more stronger, and more acceptable to whoever we're gonna send it to. So that's another thing. And we also, our sister Jemima has a GoFundMe campaign, and I saw the GoFundMe campaign. It's not strong. It's not, it has not run the way we thought it should run. So how can we strengthen that? How can we share it, to different people? How can we do it in a more organized fashion? So, and the last thing, it is the number 5th. How can we strengthen this campaign in different angles? It's almost what I've just said, but how can we, at a different level, strengthen what we have been doing? So we will start with the first thing, the fund for the journalist. What do you guys make of the idea? And also, are we willing to contribute, $60 per month? Sorry, $60 times 3. So that is how many are those, Fisto? How much is that?
18?
18, no, 60 times 3.
180.
Yes, good. Are we able collectively to contribute $180 per month for the period of six months to help journalists on the ground collect data of different cows, different properties destroyed, different people, lives that have been lost, and they are going to be working with the administration of the economy, of the community, the end administration, to help them allocate those places where they're gonna be going. That's one.
Allow me to take the occasion to greet you all, and thank you for being there. We know how much the time is so precious for us in this side of the world. So really, thank you so much, guys. For the first point, yes, according to what is taking place in our community, in our family, we don't have choice than sacrifice ourselves. There is people who are sacrificing more than that. So putting down that money is not a problem. For me, I agree and ready to contribute. But I need to give some instruction on that. Is that we have, even from Bunia, you can know what happened at what time, and how many cows went and this and that. But they have to go deep. I mean, they have to start the investigation from December 2017, because that is the when the UN is saying there is genocide. So they have to start from there to see those victims of that time until now, but also to take videos, because we need in every platform to put those elements. So I agree with that. I'm ready to contribute as a person, but also I need a work which will be deeply
great work.
Yeah. So you start from December 2017, because the human rights report says that the genocide, and that report starts from December 2017. So we need to start from there to go until now. And we have to have dates, place, names. For example, where government participated in those, they have hands in that. They have to give us the name and the document of people who was there, who signed, all those details, so that we can have really, as a lawyer, I'm talking about proof of what you are saying. Yeah, that's my take for that point.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maitre. You know, have you done?
Yeah. It is really quick. I think we don't have to take a lot of time.
Yes. Thank you so much. You know, I think you have said something very crucial. You know, this is something that I forgot in my introduction. We have to see good work. You know, we can even risk changing the journalists that we are signing this role. We are not, as if we say, you know, Nkoko Valize Maitre John, if we can't, you know, if we are to seek justice, then we need accurate and convincing data. So we are going to be tough on them and guarantee me, you know, I mean, I guarantee you, trust me, you know, whoever doesn't do the job well will be immediately and swiftly changed. So we are going to ensure that they go much deeper from the start of the conflict and document the right data. And it has to be very convincing. We can't even, for example, upload it on our website. We can't archive it if it's not convincing. So, you know, on that we are going to be very, tough on that. Sister Birungi, thank you so much. Sister Birungi, are you taking notes?
I'm recording it. So the video is actually being recorded.
Okay, good. Sorry, I'm too old. I'm too old on that one. I forgot Zoom is Zoom can record things. So, is there any other person who would like to intervene, please?
Yeah, I can say something. So, yes, for the great point, yeah, I agree. I think this is really the greatest things to do. Right now, we are missing datas. Right now, we don't even know our culture stories. Right now, it's because we have a lot of things that was not even written down. And this generation, if you had Hema's generation, there are a lot of intellectual people. I think let's do things differently. And the way things are really happening, let's try to document them. It's the best things. And for the first point, I agree. And I can do the little I can, and to support the first cause. I think it's necessary and we need to do that. And it's not only to stop from there and to document it is not enough. We need to find the way to open a case to either ICC or to find the justice to everything or to the victim. So I think that should be, once we do all that, well, we are looking into opening a case for the victim of the people who really lost their property and lost their lives. So on the first point, yes, I agree.
Good. Yeah, no, thank you so much. I talked to.
Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead, Grace.
Excuse me. I need to congratulate Fisto for that, and to inform you that we are in touch with some of the best lawyers who works with ICC,
Oh, good.
Today I was in a conference. I think you followed it, but unfortunately my technology was not good. We had the people who watch about genocides, so they are assuring us that if we have really good data and we provide them all those things, something can be done on side of justice. So yeah, we have to work hard to have justice, because as King said, we have decided not to take guns. It was an option. We could take guns like them and even defeat them, but it was an option. We said we are not going to be violent. We are not going to use guns, but we are going to ask the government to play their role, and also we are going to ask for justice for what is happening. So yes, we are going to ask for justice, and it's our right.
Thank you. I'm really glad. Thank you so much for pointing into that. And now I'm really excited for the first point, even much better and stronger.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. You mentioned that, Fisto. You know, we really need, and I want, you know, Metre, you know, Tenyi, please, when you will be in charge, I really, you know, I would like you to help us be in charge of, because you are a lawyer, and Fisto, you are a lawyer too, actually, though you don't like talking about it. So we really want you to be, I would do the assessment as a politician and as a journalist, because, you know, I'm always tough, but you guys can do a much better job of assessing, you know, convincing data, whether this data would actually help us seek justice. Is it convincing? Is it presentable when it comes to, you know, the quest of justice? So we really want you to intervene and to be more stronger. Otherwise, come on, in data is the one that is not even convinced. Someone just thought, maybe I've seen even on the website. We really want to have convincing and accurate data of something that actually happened. So on that note, thank you so much, Maitre John, for being in touch with such great lawyers, and please maintain the contacts, because they are going to be very essential moving forward. Is there any other person would like to point out to comment on assigning journalists roles of collecting data? Atwoki?
Hello?
Hello, Tuntukura, Bab.
Yeah. Okay, so on my side, I should add only like if we use only the journalist, maybe the information may not be enough. So we have to, there are some people who can do the work. Like they can add on those journalists people. So not only using the journalists, maybe just find there's other people who are very like important, like historical people can do even that job. So let's not only the journalists, and find another people too, like to collect more. So when we see those data, we can see maybe journalists, they might miss the information, but we have other people who like they know how to narrate things and they know more things. So we have all of them. Just let's choose for nice people who can do that job. So I no problem with that.
Yeah, you know, thank you so much. By the way, you know, we shouldn't, it shouldn't look like we have decided to assign journalists to do so. You know, I believe, as you have mentioned, if we get, you know, a group of people, let's say even community leaders, as long as they have been consistently documenting what has been happening, they too can be able to provide us with the kind of data we need. So, you know, I think, how about we talk to yesterday I talked to Besisa, he's the vice president of the Hema community, NT, and he was willing to give me the historical data that Fisto pointed out. I didn't ask him more about the data about the conflict. How about I talk to him and others like Wabona, whom I've also talked to, so that we can see if they will be able to provide that with the thorough data that Johnny pointed out, for example, from since the start of the conflict, then we don't need journalists. How about that?
No. Velvety.
Okay.
Yeah, so Velvety. So right now, we're just talking if we agree to the first points and we just comment to the first point and we agree on that. Then later on, we will have the time, how are we going to execute it to have more accurate data?
Good.
I think that I think the last spoken person that he really pointed out a really strong point, not only to focus or to put all the stress on the journalists, but to involve many things. But we will see later on, right? Let's move to the next point. But we will see how we're going to execute it and reach to the goal.
Yeah, good. So, sorry about that.
Is that when you talk about the journalists, I think maybe you think about the camera shooting, something like that. I don't know.
No, including that though, but not limited to that.
Brother there, so he was documenting things. So yes, we need someone with the camera, whatever. So we might need a technician for sure. But the people who are really like they have experience in that, and people who have been, they have been like we have more people with a lot of knowledge in Bunia.
Exactly.
So so we do that. Like when you talk to Besisa, so you assign a job to Besisa. Besisa, you do a job, and Wabona, you do your job. So everyone can do the job differently, and us finally when we collect data, so we'll see. So there are some that has to be like related, and other might if this one is missing, this one just we form like a story, like which use. But I think all of them we have to assign like a specific group of people, like for sure to do that. I think might help.
Yeah, that's really great point.
Yeah, this is great. It's great.
If you got me right, I said we have datas. It means Ente has datas, details of every single thing, documents and letters they wrote. So data we have, but what we need, that's why I supported the aspect of journalists, is because they are going on ground, meeting those people who are in the data, the place where there is data, and have direct conversation with the victims. Because here, what's the victim? Those are papers, data are papers. But now we meet the victim. So as
the people themselves.
Said, the implementation will be discussed, but now here we agree on the principle. It means we are going to put money down and use some people, maybe one and two lawyers or one or two good intellectuals to do the job. So let's go in the other point, because we have agreed already.
Yeah, we have agreed on that. Yeah, Birungi, do you have something to add on? Do you concur with us?
You guys have provided very interesting perspective. I really liked how each one of you guys brought in your own ideas, and especially what Maitre John actually said as well, and how he's working with the other people, with the lawyers to employ within DFC. I also liked what Joel said as well, to have more people within the area to actually speak on it. My perspective on this is that I just want an agenda that is pushed. So if you guys want to put a journalist or a reporter within the DRC to report on the genocide that's happening, then please start there, because I understand that you guys want to start, like, it's okay that as long as we start with something, as long as we start somewhere, then we can bring in more ideas onto it. So let's say we put the journalists, Democratic Republic of Congo, and they're collecting data. Let's start with that. And then after that, after we have those journalists in the Democratic Republic of Congo, then we can have what Joel agreed upon. We can have all these other historians come in, other people that are not journalists, to bring more data as well. As long as we start somewhere, I'm okay with it. That is all I have to say.
Good. Yeah.
And also,
Kaki, you know,
I'd like to see
go
if
ahead, go ahead,
she
please.
would like to say anything as well.
No. Do you need to no, you know, so commenting. Do you want to comment on the point? We know no commenting a point.
Just I want to thank. I want to thank everyone. Hi, Fisco. Hi,
Good to see you. Long time. You just keep quiet. Huh?
Long time for sure. Long time. You have changed. Thanks so much. I appreciate your work, Fisco. Thank you so much. May God use you, keep using you. So I'm so happy for the idea. I want to thank everybody who came and we started the idea. It's great. Let's keep that spirit because we need to help our people. We need to support our people. So let's keep the spirit. So sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, guys. Let's move to the next. The next point is the letter that our sister wrote. She's not here, I believe, with us. Is Chantal Alomhan?
She's trying to get in, but she's having a hard time with connections.
Okay.
I have a question before we move to the next thing. So, because what you understand now, what you are doing now is kind of a mission. Like exactly, right?
Exactly.
Like,
yes.
Mission for the certain time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The formation. So we have a problem here. We don't have like a lot, someone who can speak for us. So how about like can create something like have a lobbying platform for us?
In lobbying in the government?
No, there on the ground. Like, you know, like, okay, let me put myself, you know, like what problem like happen in other parts of Congo, like Bukavu, whatever. So the same, you will see that things be published. But when it happened in Ituri, no one is speaking about it.
Yeah, I see. Fisto, if you want to comment on that before I do, or Maitre John, Grand Prix.
I'm like we have started from now to speak for our community, and as everyone pointed it out, Fisto is doing a great job since the beginning, and we have to join the work. It means now Canada will be working on voicing or of raising the voice, making the awareness. UK also is working if we organize them also. So if UK, USA, Canada, and Australia try to talk about it, it's okay. So I think, yes, we was not doing a good job at that moment, but from now, we think all of us are up and we're going to do that job.
Good. So yeah, and on your point of having the issue reported, it is because we don't have the media, you know, our media. So we rely on the mainstream media, which doesn't report our issues the way we want, and that's really bad. I think this conflict in particular has exposed the information gap that exists in our community. So I think moving forward, we need to develop the community media, and we can use that as a platform for advocacy for the HEMA issues. But we are in the initial stages. You know, Maitre John Abalize, we are starting to do a good job. You know, like what Fisto has been doing in the US, pushing on in the US State Department. We should also start doing the same thing here, and then we can maybe through that, and we can consolidate media coverages of our issues more strongly. And also, we need to argue the guys who are on the ground, especially the HEMA leadership, to start forming some sorts of advocacy. I know they have been using NTA and stuff, but there is little you can do in this state. So we really need to start pushing forward, from this point onward, especially on this side.
So about that, to comment just really quick, as the question that has been asked, people to speak on our behalf. So even though, but if you look all over this story, it has been covered. If you look the UN websites, if you look France 24, if you look Al Jazeera, if you look which media, yeah, Washington Post.
Washington Post, DW za Germany, Le Monde, zonas komeza covering.
Exactly. So it's really covered, but also for our end, we need to speak up. We really need to voice our voice really, really hard. USA government is aware, but we need to push them. We need to not give them rest. For example, there is a conflict, Israel conflicts that they really put in consideration. Sudan conflict that they really put in consideration. We need to push also our conflict to be put on much consideration. So that much can be done.
Yeah. And are you contented with the answers, Mr. Joel? Before we move forward.
Yeah, we can go. Like the way they do it. I can say that's not the way like we want it to be done.
Exactly. Now we need to tell them to do it the way we want them to do that. That's true.
People like have people who can speak, mobilize people. I think that will be better because the way you see that they put it, sometimes they put it with a mistake.
Exactly.
It's like I was reading one of our sisters in the UK. He said Ituri peace, DRC. You feel like when you talk about Codeco, it's as if you are talking about a political party. You have to say land militia, mystical religious militia. So it sounds you feel like it's a militian. When you say Codeco,
it's like
it's
a political party. Yeah. It's a great movement.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have to have words. It means we have to say things as they are. If we talk about conflict, in spite of saying genocide, you are killing us because it's not a conflict. We have been killed. It's a genocide. And you make reference, like here, there is a report written by High Commission of Human Rights in United States. That's the reference. The president, the newly elected president, Mr. Tshisekedi, said it is a tentative of genocide. You have to make that reference. So everyone said, wow, the president said that. Oh, the UN High Commission of Human Rights also comes that. So yeah, we have to have a way of doing it because if we do it the wrong way, we will be having no result. We need results.
Yes, and good job. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. John. Maitre John, it is really great. Wording is very important. When you don't word it, they treat it as normal. So if you word it, good. So moving forward, guys, we have to move with time. We thought that we should have a letter for the HEMA diaspora. We need, and as Maitre John has just pointed out, and also Fisto, and we really need to see how we can have a letter. And I think it goes back to what Mr. Joel was saying. We have to have a way of speaking out, and we must speak out loud as Fisto. So having a letter that we must write collectively and agree upon, circulated in different departments of power, would be a great thing moving forward. What do you guys make of that?
Yeah, exactly. So right now it's the same thing. There is a petition that we just put together.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about the sorry, Rinda. Nganyira baba, nyabwere petition.
Yeah, tanto kwa frame katita.
Go ahead. Weekend itegereza tu.
So, okay, what we are going to do, I really agree on that, and I can't spend a lot of much of the time. I agree on that, and also we will send in with the petition, the signature, because this is the volume. People who really sign something can need to be done. We will send with the petition and with the letter to every government and every government power, and even to the UN. So we are going to do that with the petition. So only what we need to do, and maybe it's the next point, I don't know, maybe we talked about, but we need to have still more signatures. And also we need to share. This is how we raise awareness, because I've seen a lot of comments of the people and people contacting, or they don't know what is really going on. But the more we share, the more people sign, the things get aware. So we need to get as much signature as we can, and we need to put that letter into. Yeah, this is a really quick.
Can someone please also comment? Maitre John. Hello? Agira Hind.
Mike.
So my question is, just send a letter without any like proof of those atrocities. Just send a letter. I think like things like which can prove our letter is right. Like kind of letter which will follow that letter. So you just follow. Just I don't understand. You just want to send a letter only.
No. Sorry, let me answer that question. As Fisto said, we have a petition, but Hinda, just to open brackets, the petition is small grave. Malgré que dire, there are some people are lazy and stuff, but if we share the petition, it is just 500 people. That's too small. If we want to raise awareness of an issue of this magnitude, then we must aim much higher. Like we should, I expected to see a petition of maybe 10,000. Then we can even boost it, on social media. But 500 is so small. It is like few people. So we need, look, that petition. I don't think in this country we should also have our petition. We can use the same petition and the same letter. We can just send it to different departments. We send the letter and attach it with the petition. And also the website. So, Brother Joel, Onompura, we'll send the petition and the letter and also the website which has archives of what has been happening, documented photos, and also some of the media coverages that has happened and that we have managed to archive from the website. So whoever visits, sees the petition, then sees the what else? The website, and also the letter will get a greater, a broader overview of what is happening and what we are doing and part of the, and what the campaign is all about.
Yeah, I think that might help because, like, our situation to other people is kind of new to them. So if we don't have like kind of something attached to that letter, I don't think it might work. I think So if we send a letter, then you attach to other things that will prove for sure we are in trouble. I think that can help. And the other thing I can comment on the petition, why it doesn't get signed. So maybe the strategies, like Hema people, some this problem they don't care about it. You see, So the only way, like now I can say, if you want like people to sign, before you send it to someone, you call him, you say, hey, you know what, can you help us here?
That's true.
Can you help us here? Like some people, I did that to them. Hey, guy, help sign this. We have a problem. You are concerned. Then for sure they sign. So just post like that. Just that people may think maybe it's a scam. You know, like.
Rinda, I really want to ask a question on that.
Yeah, like you there. So remember, you have like a bunch of people here, you know them. So you call, hey, sign this petition. Fisto, you call those people, you send this to them. Everyone the job. See that you can, the network can grow. Otherwise, just share like that. It can't go further.
There are some people who don't even understand petitions. Yeah, Hinda. We wanted to say something. Please go ahead.
About what? No, I think I commented on that point.
Okay, so
we need to get enough signatures. At least each and everyone should provide at least 50 signatures.
How far are we still from reaching the number of people?
I haven't checked. Was almost like close to 700.
Okay. How many? Maximum how many? 5,500?
No, we can go as where we feel like we want. Now we reach our goal.
Now you are talking. Thank you so much. I will answer you tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Mramkati, do you want to comment on any on that, please?
Just like Twek has just finished to say that when you put like a petition on the social media, many people they're so scared to do it to sign. So the great idea is just to call people for sure. If you can give them a call, just even test them. Send them a message, please. Can you help us and do this so they can do that?
Okay, good.
I think to add what Aboki said, not only tell them to sign, tell them sign and then ask also other people to
exactly.
Yeah. But because I like shortcuts, I'm thinking about, I'll come with it an idea after a meeting. There is also other ways, what I call shortcuts, where we can get more signatures. I think when you have any petition, try to call me. We can see the way how it can work. Maybe to go outside the community, and you know what I mean.
No, we don't want to put some scams in. We need to do
as long as it can help us to
those signatures will be verified, and we need to do things in a legal way. I think what they come up with wow.
No, I don't think he meant scamming. I think he meant maybe.
It was a good job, just.
Yeah. Birungi.
Yeah.
Hello, Birungi. Do you want to add on that, like on the petition, on how what do you think you have some strategies that we can explore to share the petition and also make it more efficient in terms of getting the numbers?
Okay, so something that I've noticed from what is it, the GoFundMe? No. So I actually like something that I saw from Mekle John when he shared a video on what happened with Hima, like the situation for the Bahema and like the genocide. And because
how do you say, Maitre John? Le Calvaire de Bahema? What was the name?
You're on mute.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go on my, you can go, by the way, you can go on my YouTube, you can see it. I have a big audience in YouTube.
Yeah, than any Iturian I know.
You know, you have that big audience, and I feel like you can really use it to your advantage right now, where you can share it and you can just tell them, we have a petition right here. Please help our people back home.
Oh, really? Yeah. And I'll tell you something because it's a big audience, they pay for it. Okay, anyway, I'm talking again. Let's go.
And also for each one of us, we all have Facebook pages. We can also share it to our Facebook page, but also to our family members and the people that we are most closest to. Because the idea with calling people on phone and say, hey, sign this petition, especially if it's somebody that you do not know, they'll feel threatened, they'll feel afraid, and they'll like wonder why this person that is asking me to sign this petition when I do not know them that well. So please ask people that you're close to sign those petition, maybe family members or like friends, or like, and also ask those friends of friends to also share it. That is my only that is my perspective on this.
Thank you
so
much.
Maybe there is cash. They may think there is a cash behind it. So they say, am I going also to have that cash?
So one things that I haven't done, I need to reach a really big audience. For example, I reach, if you look almost like 200 of the signature, I reach to the Black Lives Matter here of Utah. I reach its his own president. I talked to him and he sent out. That's why you see a lot of volumes of the signature. But I need to reach to different also entities so that they can try to send out to the people. I think we should have kind of that strategy also.
Thank you. Yeah, I will also do I think a live soon on my news feed. Then I will argue different people, and I can also email to my university, and then they can do blast emails to students, because of what's happening, so they know what has been happening in Ituri. And if we have a petition of such a kind, I think they are going to be eager to intervene and sign it. Yeah. So look, let's move on to the next point, and that is I will have to look at the agenda, and that's Madam Nankata Lohananangwa, Jemima. I thought we should talk about GoFundMe. How about the letter? You guys, we haven't finished finalizing about the letter. Do you agree with that idea of having a HEMA just for a letter alongside the petition?
Yes, I think we've already agreed.
Yeah, okay, good. This is for us now. This is a question for those in Canada. I know Brother Fisto can also intervene in terms of providing us with directives on how he did it, to the US. What do you think? How do you guys think we can collectively push the kind of campaign, of contacting governments here in this country, a different level, to intervene on what's going on in Ituri? Maybe Brother John should start. Maitre John, you said you were in the meeting today. You had an event and you met some people. How do you think we can further those ends and contact government actually to intervene?
Thank you so much, Brother King. The fact is the meeting was not, it was online, and it was with great professors from different universities. And I have a contact of one of the professor here. But about the letter, when we was studying, it was forbidden to copy someone else. But in this case, don't be ashamed. You can copy Fisto. Just tell him, can you send us your document, and then you just update, because it's the same problem, it's the same actors, it's the same victims. So we will be very standard.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Sorry, we are disrupting you.
Yeah, there is a standard in writing letters in diplomatic and politics and different way. Me, if I write it as a lawyer, it will be you prove. But in diplomacy, it's not that one. It is different. It is some expressions and whatever. So we have to copy what we can copy. The letter of my sister, the letter is without date, without many things.
No, yeah.
So yeah,
the
we appreciate the idea.
and a lot.
We appreciate the idea of starting somewhere, writing, as Birungi said. Aboli Birungi was saying, we have to start. What is very important to make the first step. So she made the first step. I congratulate her. But now we have to copy. Let's copy Fiston or copy other people who have a good standard of letters or something like that. But update. Don't write to USA again, but you write to Canada's authorities.
To Canada.
Yeah, don't put her date. Put the date of the same day you are writing. So that's called update. We update the letter, and we send it, and we wait for the result.
Thank you. Sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. Brother, go ahead, brother. Go, please.
Yeah, the most important thing is not about writing a letter. The most important thing is we need to agree. What do we need the government, the people we are contacting, to do? We need to analyze it, and we need to agree upon it. So when only you write a letter, you are really clear. You are telling, yeah, this is what we really want as a. I think we need to. This is so important.
Yeah, let's go on that. That should be our next focus. Then, what do we want on this side? And I think we have the idea of what we have been wanting all along. But specifically, Maitre John, let's start with you again. What do you think should our letter entail? As a call for action from the government.
Yeah. It's this is a big debate. It's a big debate, and we have different opinions. And as you know me, I'm always in extreme. It means for me, we should even put Ituri under UN protection. It means a special administration, which we have passed through a lot in Ituri. Yes, we have passed through a lot since 2001, and even before. So people are traumatized. People, the government have failed totally to protect people and their goods, and there is no hope. Last intervention of the president was saying he is incapable of protecting Eastern Congo as long as the UN cannot help them to stop the gun people who are providing guns. So you feel that the president have failed his mission. That is government mission to protect his people, not calling upon international community. And believe me, we have more than 17,000 UN peacekeeping, is the biggest in the world. So if the government have failed on that level, I think we need the UN protection. It means the government pull out of Ituri, the UN put what we call special administration. So that is my idea, but someone can have another idea, calling for justice, calling for government to be responsible, but I'm not seeing a government responsible from now until 2025. I don't see a government protecting people. So at the end of the day, they are forcing people to protect for themselves. Why not telling the UN to come and protect people? That's my idea. But as I said, it's a debate. We cannot do it here. Everyone has his opinion, his point of view. So it will be again a debate. Let us agree on principle of writing. And when you are writing, it means you have something behind your head, what you are going to say. We are not going to debate on that. It will take long. As you know, time is going, and we have some other.
Thank you so much, Maitre. I love your idea, by the way. The time is running. Mr. Fisto, I'll come to you. I want you to comment next because you have the experience. You will conclude. But Brother Joel, what do you think should what do you think should be our call for action when while contacting the Canadian government here?
As for me, I think I can go with President Tony. So sure, we need help. Help. People have been like traumatized for a long time. So this is more than even 20 years. So people are still suffering. So for sure, government is, we have like kind of irresponsible government can't help us. So the government doesn't do anything. So sure, we need the help. So the only person now can help us is the UN.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
That's all it.
So
yeah, can help.
So wow, Grand Prêtre, you know, guy one can on the extreme end. Everybody seems to. Your Gofra here is also claiming to do the same thing. Put the province under, you know, a special administrative UN administrative non-supervision. Mramkati.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think we should tell the? Okay, wow. What do you think we should tell our government? Okay. All right. Good, good, good. You, oh, no,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
My contribution is for sure right now, because we refuse to take a gun, we are not fighting. So we need a justice to be done.
Okay.
We are fed up. We have been quiet for so long, and these people are just stepping on us, and we are just quiet. So we need, the government is doing nothing. We have been crying. We have been we have been putting the picture on the Facebook, and people are quiet. It means they are happy when they see our people are dying. So only the thing we're gonna put on our letter, we need justice to be done.
Okay. So no
It's not even a request.
Yeah, good. No yanda gouvernement Canada eyambe ba victime ba kodeko ba tunge justice, you know, should help, you know, in our community in particular to find justice, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I like justice. They come when you have already buried all your families and all your grandson and grandfather. Then they come late to count. There was 2,000 million dead. Then that's the justice. Oh Lord, have mercy. Let's go ahead.
All a lawyer, you took all a lawyer.
Remember? I'm a lawyer. I believe in justice, but justice after death of all millions. You know, there is what in law we call crime prevention. We have to prevent crimes. We are not going to say, okay, the entire village will die, we bury them, then the justice comes. Well, that's not the justice I believe in. I believe in prevention, and that's very important.
I'm on board with you on that one, brother. Sister Birungi, just to quick, please. Are you there? I can't see you.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yes, please. What do you think? I know you are in the US. What do you think we should tell our government here to as a call for action in what's going on in Ituri?
So from something that there was this PDF that you sent me a while ago, the one that you sent to the Canadian government. Yeah, that is the one that I actually used to send out to the representative and also my representative within the Colorado. I was thinking that I could do more than that. Maybe send it perhaps even to like the senators as well, and just use that same email that you sent me and try to like change it and make it more
aggressive. Eh?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
good. I know the wording was not good, and I was so shy to use the organization because I'm afraid people will accuse me of using my organization for tribal purposes. It's not even, I think I've reached to the point, like Maitre John was saying, we have to change our tone, we have to change the way we say things, because that can also lead to our salvation or death, literally. In the way you word things is really important in this time. Hinda. Marira baba, imkora kwatu bazeki.
Okay, mostly I don't want to take a lot of much of time. First of all, we need to see the proposition we are giving out is reasonable, and we need to understand also the independence of each government, and we need to understand also how the structure of the system are working. Right now, Congo, the government is weak, but there is a government. You can't compare Congo like Somalia back then, where there is no any government, blah, 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 right? In many other ways, Afghanistan, whatever. We need to understand the structure, and our demand has to be also reasonable, because we can't ask Canadian government, hey, go or send or UN, because UN, if the Security Council is not approved, UN is nothing. And who is really paying those UN, those militaries? Those are the Security Council who are really paying them, because they can't just go there and provide security without being paid. So their bosses has to agree. And also it has to be reasonable. This is apart from me. Personally, we need to do a reasonable request, and that's them also they can be doing, because if they do it incorrectly, they will be called out too. There'll be a lot of noise, because they are international standard too, international laws.
Yeah, international laws, of course. But look, you know, not like you know, I'm like the judge today. Obviously, you know, this can take a very tough debate. But you know, calling a region to be put under UN administrative, you know, order is reasonable, isn't it? And also,
that's what I need to talk to say to answer Fiston. It's not the first time. It's not the first time Ituri goes under UN administration, the special administration.
Exactly. This is why I said it's reasonable.
Let me finish. Yeah, there is a law, and when I'm saying UN, I'm saying about UN Security Council. So we have to see what is going on, Fisto. You saw the picture of, I don't know if I can share my, but all of us, we received the guy who died yesterday in Bogor, how they killed him. That's beyond genocide it's an abomination to a human being. So we cannot play with that. It means if we can ask for something very high and they give us something middle, it's okay. Instead of asking for middle and they give us almost nothing. So that's what I said. It is a big debate, and it depends on who sit down and write the letter and what is their aim. Asking for high and having the middle is not bad, but express yourself. Don't limit also yourself.
Betu na nkokuna hinda na valeze van bifista valeze want to make grand eloquent demands. They are going to be hard to achieve, and even hard for a government, especially our government. For example, Canada is not like the US, and it doesn't have. It's not a permanent member of the Security Council. Neither is it a temporary member of the Security Council. So it requires a lot of efforts to achieve. We can't really do any much here, you know. So he's also right on that. But I really support the you know, the initiative, the point of, for instance,
and also let me add that, hey, we need not only as Canada, no, our people of Europe has to make a lot of noise too, so that we make a noise for all of us everywhere. So something can be done. So just quick.
Thank you.
Those people, they have all possibility of helping us. It's only they don't want to do it. You know, Congo government pay money. to UN. They do that. You know, it's only let's raise our like as much as we can.
Yeah.
Let's raise our voice. These people, if they today want to protect these people, they can protect, but all will depend on us. Let's raise our voice, things will be done.
Thank you so much, Brother Joel. We have run way out of time, and we just, maybe I'll give everyone else, what else do you think we can do collectively to amplify this campaign? What do you think we have left out of tonight's agenda that will be essential in terms of advancing the campaign? 1 minute each, please. Sandika and Maitre John. Let's go back in a chronological order.
Oh,
what do you think, Muse?
I thank you guys for this meeting. And what we have to do is to meet again and again to discuss. Tomorrow, next time we have to put in a lot of people who are in Europe, like UK. I know people who can, we are advocating already. So let's do it jointly, and it may give a good result.
Good. Thank you so much. Hinda, no, I'm back, Bob. Courage. What else do you see?
So first of all, nisima buli omwena okutekinga obwire bwahani, and also turi muntu baza Olungereza nogamba twina human weight.
The girl doesn't speak to him.
The issue is that so if we could speak all of us, it'd be better, but that's why. So I will be like.
The Omana misik tana hururu manga ni jana ratan twalze sai na English. Birum doesn't.
This video we are doing is not only for us. We are going to upload it. We are going to upload it, and it is not for us only. We are doing it in multiple languages so that it can help other people to listen and to understand what we are doing.
Okay. So really quick. I really thank, and also I really applaud everybody effort, at least to put something to be done. I really to care what's really happening there. So what we have, our goals, when we started, we need also to see where are we going and what have we achieved, because we started the time, the energy, because we don't want to do something just by doing and not really see where we are going. So first of all, we need also to track ourselves, where we are going, where we've already reached, and what needs to be done. And also after that, I think we've already done much greater things also in terms of making awareness, in terms of contacting people. We got a lot of good contacts so far. So I think we need to keep that spirit and to move forward. And for the campaign, let's make sure there are 2 campaigns that we need to run. First of all, the goal was, if we raise enough money to the GoFundMe, can help us also to take some amount of money to pay the journalist and to do other, maybe to help others. But we need also to see how we're going to support that, and also how the petition need to be, I think it's a must. We need to make sure we got enough signature, because as Western governments, if see somebody, people agree, because it's about the voice of the people. So I've seen a lot of petition that has really changed things. So we need to make sure we get enough signatures, and also we do much campaign to raise enough funds that can support different things. So first of all, thank you, and really it was my pleasure to meet everybody else also.
No, our pleasure as well. Personally, my pleasure to meet you, Hinda. Thank you so much for your take. I think we have a lot to do when it comes to that, assessing how we started, tracking ourselves, and also doing the raising the funds, and also the petition. Brother Joel, You know, Marira, they can't be Kazimbel. Women, Wabanye Sankarava feminist. Eh? Donc, you know, Ramkati. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Contribution yange onanka fisto tusabira orhoma reka mbasati orhoma. Contribution yange anuya. Nani kingera tiyamba konanka kuya check nani translate hali biruncha hure na korongi.
Yeah, for sure. I'll translate.
Contribution yange beireli ntotaka kumobala nani kora kumobilize abantu.
Hey, aro toro.
Tumobilize abantu batahemu abantu babe bengi tugira abantu nuku tugira amani tukuba tuli bengi tuba tuina amani gengi abo kuba kili kintu kimchomzano kugera nanka yetu media yetu tukata neitaga abantu ntotaka kugera abantu ntotaka kugera support ya amani kundi tuina abantu bengi so abantu balio batulira abantu bakwenda joining ekintu kwihaho ntotaka abantu ababe abamani US abe abantu bamani, Canada abe abantu bamani, mu Europe abe abantu bamani, abo kusokubamba mobilize abantu nukutube bengi kore kintu kuzoka.
Yeah, good. Sister Birungi. Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Look, before you speak, I can just try to translate what you know, our sister says. She has said. She says that we need more mobilization in terms of reaching out to different folks of our, you know, like-minded people, you know, to join the campaign, whether in this country, in the US or elsewhere, so that we can have a much stronger voice, you know, of the campaign. So that's very much. What do you think we should do to amplify this campaign at on different dimensions?
So what Sister Shalini said is very much, I really agree with what she said as well. I believe the initiative that we're already taking right now has been, it's been moving slow, but at least it's happening, you know, because the campaign that, sorry, I forgot, but the campaign that's already given out there is already like taking, I really like how it's going right now. I like the way it's going right now. So I believe that we can keep doing the initiative that we're already doing right now. But if we want to push onto that agenda more, we can just bring more awareness to it by sharing it on our social media as well, which is something that I'll be doing pretty soon as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Brother Joel.
Yeah, so on my side, I thank everyone. Yeah, for sure, you guys are so great. This is a good job you're doing. And for me, I would suggest that if there is any other group that is there, so they are doing the same thing, it would be better to call those people to come to do things together. So, there might be other groups, they are doing the same thing, but if we together, I think that will be, it could like give a good result.
Good.
Because for me, I want like, let's do things differently. For sure, do things differently, and so that the end of it could be like so. And the another thing on the fundraising, so I don't know if we're going just to stay on that GoFundMe, because fundraising, I think it's not like good enough. So I was thinking maybe we're going to talk about like people who can stand, like we could find sponsors, because like you mentioned, like $60 per journalist. So who's going to give that money? So we should find like sponsors, to find like people, to have to get people. I think, I don't know if I'll provide this for next meeting, but I didn't see that money issue has been like talked properly, because we just did like that. So we need to find a sponsor. We know that this amount is going to come from certain people, even if GoFundMe will cover, but we need to find the people who can raise that amount for that 6 months.
No, sounds good. Thank you so much. We will really try to find people who are doing the same kind of campaign, like-minded people, but also find sources of funding to support the campaign. Because as we grow, as we expand, and as we do more campaign, we'll need resources. Centers baza fashion. So, you know, thank you so much. Maitre John, especially, it is so late. I mean, it is too late in your country. I mean, sorry, in your province, you know, and you have, you know, persevered. It just demonstrates the strong love you have always carried for your community. Thank you so much, you know, Brother Fisto, for the, you know, equivocal efforts, understanding the flag bearer, you know, the Mormon man, you know, for for being in the meeting. You know, thank you so much, Sister Birungi. I know it's even late in your province, I mean your state, and also Fisto for joining us from the US. You guys have been so great. Thank you so much, Sister Charlene. You know, you joined us, you made great contribution. Thank you for supporting the campaign. Brother Joel, you came so late and you had to wait for all of us to join the campaign. I mean, to join the meeting. So God bless you. God bless everyone. Inshallah, we'll schedule the next meeting, but we have to implement what we have discussed today and see the, you know, at least a roadmap of result, at least convincible result before because we can't, we don't want to have a culture of having endless meetings with no result. We need to start implementing. Yes.
Exactly. And those
you forgot to say God bless Bahema because they have been killed.
Amen. Vraiment grand prêtre. God bless us.
And also, Hinda, put action item and the goals. Action item on the goal, so that everybody knows this is the action item we are doing, and we have certain amount of time to achieve them.
Hinda, we'll create that document you mentioned last time when we talked.
I think we have, as we said, it's late here. We have to end the meeting.
Okay, thank you so much. Wow, the lawyer is reminding us of maintaining the profession. So the time is gone. We'll do the rest later. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
There's one person hasn't spoken yet, so we have to give her this chance to speak.
Who is this person? No.
Johnny, there is someone beside you there has to speak.
Vraiment.
My personal assistant. My personal assistant.
Your grand prêtre, my personal assistant. No, mramkata wazee kwa mramkata loba. Atraga basi.
Baramukis. Nyumbile ni mpandika. Mbalize pandika.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.